Previously.
Madre Luna, que estás en el cielo, líbranos del mal.
It's your son, Dan Tiamo. I'm afraid he's succumbing to the jungle's curse.
In order to break Madrakazetch's curse, we're going to need the exact same Skinwalker relic she used to cast it.
We also need the blood of one of Madrakazetch's contemporaries, and I was one in my past life, so here you are.
Your situation will only get worse if you keep running.
You're not going to arrest me, Olga. I'll fight you if necessary.
Oh. What's happening to me?
There is a fire somewhere close by.
Oh shit. Our house.
Willy.
Tiamo, wait.
I have to find Willy.
Hurry. Up. This heavyweight is crushing me.
What's wrong, bitch?
One of the mistresses is in danger. I don't know which one. Maybe both. But I can feel that something's wrong. Even more wrong than usual.
Willy, where are you? Elise, is anyone here? Wait, this doesn't belong to my sister. Doesn't look like something Elise would wear either. They must have had a visitor.
Found anything?
Nobody, neither dead nor alive.
Which means nobody choked or burned to death. I'd say we can classify that as good news. Now we just have to find them before.
Before what?
I don't know. But bitch isn't feeling so good, and you know what that means.
That's it. You're too weak to keep flying on your broom. We'll walk from here on out.
You're overreacting. I lost my balance for a second there, no big deal.
Is it normal for an experienced witch like you to lose your balance while flying and fall to the ground?
Not really. The last time it happened was because I slipped on ice, but...
Aya, this is serious. You were bleeding from your nose.
Maybe because that rival Tomb Raider let off a particularly vile fart before I turned her into a garden gnome. I'm twice your age, you know, my body can be a little oversensitive at times.
If there had been a fart, I would have smelled it too.
No, you didn't have time for that with how quickly you shooed me out of the temple, before I could even look around for my daughter.
Wilbica was only there as an astral projection. She must have realized by now that we're gone and returned to her body.
Whatever. Many things can cause a nosebleed. It doesn't mean the end of the world.
Of the world, no. But of your life, maybe. Don't forget where we are. You wouldn't be the first person to return from that temple with a seemingly harmless affliction that ultimately proved fatal.
But possibly the last, if we can use Madrakazetch's Skinwalker relic to break the curse that has been plaguing the jungle.
I don't know if what happened to you is related to a curse at all. But we'll find out.
They found a means to break the curse. Thank you, High Witch of Time Manipulation. I knew you wouldn't let us down. Hopefully it's not too late.
I'm really not in the mood for this shit. Belomisia is still hours away if we walk. If I'm really as deathly ill as you say, I may not have that much time left.
You may not have any time left at all.
Why? What is it now?
You're bleeding from the eyes and can't even feel it. That can only mean one thing. You have subtitles.
I cannot even pronounce that. I have what?
It's a viral disease that the old Omiskins had eradicated via magic, until the Guardians synthesized their own version to protect their temple with it. That poisonous green smoke trap by the entrance of Totika Lama's tomb seemed suspicious from the beginning. Did you get too close to it by any chance?
Who cares how I got it? How do I get rid of it?
Do you still have the bone dust you collected in the temple?
Here you are. One of the few things that big-breasted thief didn't try to steal from us. I take it as an antidote, and bone dust is one of its ingredients?
Correct, but Brewing that antidote will take time that you don't have. Soon you'll be bleeding from every orifice. We need Louisa to freeze you in time.
There is another way.
And who the fuck are you?
A friend of your dog, bitch. You're trying to break the curse that is plaguing the ghosts in this jungle, so I'll return the favor by helping you break yours. But you have to trust me, and we'll need a vampire and a mermaid for this to work.
Hey Alvaro. Have you seen Wilbica by any chance?
No, not today. Why? Did she ask about me?
No. What about Senora Dominguez? Shouldn't she be in the room next door right now, traumatizing kids with terrifying stories about the darkest secrets of the universe?
Normally yes, but she mentioned that there might not be a class today when I met her this morning. She was on her way to you actually, with my mother. I haven't seen either of them since. Do you know where they are?
If I did, I wouldn't be looking for them.
Well, my mother didn't say where they were going. She rarely does, and I don't ask because I know she's busy. She's practically the mayor of this town. But normally she doesn't stay away that long without getting in touch. I'm a little worried.
Me too. I wish one of the mistresses would just summon me already. Damn it, I'm their familiar. It's my job to look out for them.
Elise, I mean, Louisa. Are you there? No one is here either. Where the hell are you all?
Tiamo? We need your help. And Leviathans.
What's the matter? Did something happen to Mum?
Yes, but she'll probably be fine if we hurry.
What did you call this thing again? An occult strongbox?
Yes, that's why we require 3 different occults to open it.
And the body inside is that of the actual High Witch of Time Manipulation, one of the 13 witches from back when our kind took over the magic realm? Lord of the Underworld, the community is going to have a field day when this hits the headlines. I know I'm quite excited myself.
I take it you're an admirer of the High Witches.
You could say that. I pray to them, in a way. Every now and then, when I need advice, I meditate and ask them for help. And sometimes they even answer me, albeit not always in ways I understand.
That's unlikely.
Envious non-believers. But never mind, I don't need validation from a headless ghost. The only other witches whose opinions I care about are the ones I'm praying to.
You strike me as an intelligent and sophisticated woman, Mrs. Mammini. But have you ever considered the possibility that you may have been manipulated? That whoever you're talking to during those meditation sessions is not who you think they are, but an imposter using your faith in the 13 witches against you?
Who would do that, and why?
I wouldn't know. But the idea that the ghosts of the 13 witches are having tea in this special corner of the afterlife, waiting for someone to ask their advice, only to provide them with a riddle for an answer, sounds rather outlandish, to be honest.
Well, you are still here after dying the devil only knows how many years ago. And I have a friend, or rather, a barely tolerated acquaintance in the magic community, who also happens to be a ghost. Who says you two are the only ones?
I'm here for no other reason than the curse preventing my soul from moving on, and I can tell you from experience that staying in the realm of the living in ghost form is not a desirable fate. I don't know why your acquaintance in the magic community chose to do so, but they'll probably regret it sooner or later. The 13 witches must have moved on by now. Some may have started new lives, literally, and you might actually have met their reincarnations without realizing it. Who knows if they even realize it themselves?
When you're done brainstorming, I suggest you write these ideas down and use them in a fantasy novel.
Well,
Tiamo, Leviathan, finally. I almost couldn't believe this story about an invisible tomb in the middle of a jungle. I take it the others are busy brewing the antidote for my unpronounceable disease?
Januaria, yes. But Wilbica and Elise have disappeared.
What?
We'll find them, Mum, don't worry. Bitch is looking for them as we speak. Your only job for now is to stay alive.
You must be the ghost Januaria mentioned.
Lord Charles Henford. Pleasure to meet you.
Yes, save the pleasantries for later. Lev, I need your help with the coffin.
What's the plan once the occult strongbox is open? Are we going to reanimate the High Witch somehow so she can stop time for me? Better hope her soul has not moved on in that case.
No. You're going to switch places with her.
Wait a second. You expect me to lie down in a fucking coffin?
One in which time stands still, yes. It will be over before you know it.
It's not that bad. You know I sleep in a coffin at home.
But you're a vampire. I'm not. And what are we supposed to do with the High Witch? We can't just toss her body on the ground. That would be extremely disrespectful.
If it's necessary to save your life, her soul won't mind, I assure you.
What's that supposed to mean?
That you should do as I say. It's in your own best interest.
Fine. But if this coffin gives me some kind of necrosis in addition to my unpronounceabilities, I will have your head. Figuratively speaking, that is.
It's been a while since I last made this antidote. Let's see if I even have all the required ingredients. Witch hazel to stop the bleeding, check. A part of a dead body, I'll use the bone dust for that. And avocado to help with the disgusting taste, check. But perhaps I shouldn't do her that favor, considering how rude she was. What was that? Oh my god. What happened to you?
You have to stop her. She's going to kill us all.
Who? No, Louisa, stay with me. Damn it.
Don't be afraid, Wilbica. I'll protect you.
Oh fuck off, you wanna be superhero, this is too big for you.
But
Go hide somewhere, quickly.
Come with me, Vero.
There you are. I've been looking for you, you know. What's she doing here?
Bitch, stay away from her. Everything she touches explodes.
Who? Olga?
No.
She disappeared. You know what that means.
It only means that she'll show up again, in some other place, in some other unexpected way. How long do you want to keep running?
I don't want to run at all, but how are we supposed to defeat that thing? My military training did not include battle simulations against raging undead souls.
Raging what? Are you saying that blue aura thingy is Madre Casecha?
Wilbica, this way. Alvaro. My boy. Where are you?
Mom.
Come on, we're going home. You too, Nadine. It's not safe here.
Is time really frozen inside this coffin? Hard to imagine. What does this mean for Aya? Do we look frozen to her?
No, the opposite. Mum hasn't moved at all since we closed the lid. To her, the outside world must be moving faster than she can even keep track of it, and later, when we open the lid again, no time will have passed from her perspective. Until then, she should be safe in there, but still. I don't like seeing her this way.
Don't worry, Januaria will find a way to cure her, I'm sure of it. And then, you'll never have to see your mother in a coffin again.
Not any time in the foreseeable future, I hope. But as her son, I will probably outlive her. As a vampire, I most definitely will. And if the calamity really is around the corner. I never really thought about it until now, but never mind, forget it. Not the best time to be sentimental now, not with Willie still missing.
You think we should get back to looking for her?
Feel free to go. I'll stay here and keep watch. It's not like I could leave the jungle anyway, even if I wanted.
You sure?
Of course. And who knows, maybe by the time you come back to get her, I'll be a free man. Well, free ghost. You know what I mean.
Let's go then. I have a bad feeling about, well, everything.
I'm sorry, but it's too late. She's dead.
What? No, it can't be. Not Elise. She got hurt dragging me out of the burning house, and it only went downhill from there. I won't accept this. Time for Plan B.
That's no longer an option, I'm afraid. Plan B involved Elise turning back time in case of an emergency.
Which just means now we'll have to figure out a way to do it ourselves. As I said, I can't accept this.
Don't blame yourself. It was her job to protect you while you were astral projecting.
And then you barged in out of nowhere and stopped her from doing that. Who says I'm blaming myself and not you? That thing turned up at our doorstep shortly after you, and then it blew up the entire fucking house. Did you lead it to us on purpose hoping it would kill Elise?
That was not my intention. I was here to arrest her, yes, but I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry.
Shove your fake condolences up your fucking ass. How did you even find her here? And what about the others, the rest of my family? Did you endanger them too?
Calm down, everyone. This isn't helping. Your shouting only hurts my ears. I'm still not feeling well.
In case you're worried about your brother Wilbica, he's fine. I ran into him shortly before I found you, and he gave me the blood of one of Madre Kozetch's contemporaries. If the thing that's been terrorizing the town is indeed her soul, then we should have everything we need to defeat it now, and that's what we should focus on. We can't bring back the dead.
I don't even know what to say. I always assumed Madre Kozetcha was the hero of our town. I used to practically worship her. How can she be this evil?
Why are you still here, Nadine? You were supposed to wait upstairs with my son. I appreciate your desire to help, but there's nothing you can do.
Who could that be? Madre Kozetcha's soul wouldn't knock, would it?
Perhaps it's Tiamo and Leviathan.
I'll let them in, and then I'll go upstairs, I promise.
Now all I have to do is sprinkle the relic with a few drops of ancient blood, and... there. Our ticket out of this madness.
Ah!
Nadine?
Fuck. It's her.
Why are you doing this? This is all your fault, Januaria. You are allowing strangers into our selva, our temple. You are not worthy of bearing my name.
Believe me, I am ashamed to be bearing your name. If you're so worried about strangers in Belomisia, then why did you kill Nadine? She was a local, and one of your biggest fans.
Only until you turned there against me. But I am not a great evil the world should fear. I'm the one trying to protect you all from it. If that means blowing up a few people who get in the way, then so be it.
What great evil?
Madre Luna, que estás en el cielo.
No, not that again. Don't let her pray, or who knows what's going to explode next.
Your goddess won't help you this time, bitch.
Madre Luna.
Oh, goodness. Is that it?
What's happening?
The ghosts. Looks like they're moving on. They're free.
The fuck? Elise? Are you okay? We thought you were dead.
I was. I think.
Hey Januaria, do you have any painkillers? My body feels so strange, as if it had been ripped apart and pieced back together.
Seems like taking Madre Kozetcha out of the picture for good did not only break her curse and hopefully free the ghosts, it also undid all the damage to the living that she was directly responsible for. But that must mean I don't fall into that category, because I still have a feeling that one of my proteges is not off the hook yet.
I'm so glad you're okay, Nadine. The painkillers are in the upstairs bathroom. Alvaro can show you where. I just have to finish the potion to cure acetylcetylitis, and then we're all going to be fine.
I as what?
Some kind of tropical disease, huh? Well, that explains a lot.
But will that be enough? Are we really safe now? I wonder what Madre Kozetcha's last words meant. What greater evil was she trying to protect us from?
Who knows if there was any meaning to it at all? She would have said anything to save her own skin.
I wasn't talking to you. Go back to your dusty Hicksville and leave us alone.
Don't worry, I will, as soon as my job is done. I'm still here for a reason that has nothing to do with all this. Dr. Donovan.
Oh, shut up.
Okay. You just stopped time for a single person instead of the entire world, and there are no visible signs of the apocalypse. Are you in control of your powers again?
I had a feeling that I was weaker than before when I woke up. Must have had something to do with my temporary death. It's probably safe to say Madre Casecha's curse isn't the only one that was broken today.
Right, because death breaks any curse. Awesome. That also means you can come back home with us. If you're no longer a threat to the natural order or whatever, Olga no longer has a reason to come after you.
I wouldn't bet on her seeing it that way. Which means I should go, before she unfreezes. But I promise I'll keep in touch this time. And even if not, who knows, we might meet again at your next vacation destination.
It's a small world indeed.
Your daughter excuses herself. She doesn't have a quick way to travel here and would rather not leave her body behind unprotected while astral projecting. Not after everything that happened.
Well, at least you're finally acknowledging that Wilbica is my daughter, not my granddaughter. That's a start. And this potion will definitely cure my unpronounceabilities?
I have done this before, you know. Hurry up and drink it before you start bleeding again, and then we can put this lady back to rest.
Guess it can't fuck me up any worse than Salvadorian Ebola. Cheers.
Lord Henford. Your head is back. And you're alive again?
Looks like it. Whatever you did to make this happen, I'd like to thank you with all my heart, which is so much easier now that I have an actual heart again too.
But what about your friend? Without being formally introduced, I'm just going to assume his name is Dan Talion Duplantier plus a number. Why is he still a ghost?
Because he wasn't killed directly by Madre Casecha, duh.
Whatever the reason, I'm just glad my time in this green hell is coming to an end. I've regained my sanity, and now I can finally move on.
You will be missed, my friend. But I'm going to be stuck in this world just a little longer, it seems.
And that's for the best, because you still have an important job to do. Go back to the magic community and tell our families what really happened to us. Granted, everybody we left behind hundreds of years ago should be dead by now, but I'm sure some of their descendants will want to know the truth anyway.
I'm sure Mara definitely does.
And you. I guess I owe you an apology. Our reunion didn't go the way I had planned, and probably not as you had expected either.
To be honest, I wasn't really expecting anything, not even that it would happen at all, so...
But I hope that someday, we'll be able to forgive each other and move on, both literally and figuratively.
Unlikely. The thing is, if you're ever reincarnated the way I was, the powers that be probably won't allow you to keep your memory.
She says she hopes so too.
Perhaps you should have stayed a ghost. Your translation skills seem to have deteriorated since you're alive again.
Goodbye. And goodbye to you, Charles.
Goodbye.
I'm a little lost here. What's going on between Bitch and that ghost?
Whatever it was, it's over now. And you don't need to know everything.
Thank you for sharing your last resting place with me. You can keep it from now on, I promise. May you rest in peace, High Witch of Time Manipulation.
I may not. But it's the thought that counts.